Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're gonna continue working on part 6 of this cliff house. Let's get started. So in the previous video, we were able to finish the kitchen. And in this video, we're gonna continue working on this. Specifically, we're gonna edit some design parameters let's go to south elevation, and we're just gonna change the height from level 1 to level 2. Let's put this one on 3000, and after we put that, we just need to go back to 3D and we need to align this face. So AL, let's copy this face up to this face, and that's easy. We were able to change it instantly, and then we just need to pull this down. So we could go to level 1 first and then move this backwards like this, and after that we could double click the section and we just need to use our arrow key and then pull it down like that. Also, we just need to change our view range so that when we go to level 1, we'll be able to see everything below. So we just need to go to our properties and then view range, and here we could just change this 2600, and then here 3000, and then okay. And now we can see everything below. Also, we're gonna add a ceiling. So here, let's go to the ceiling plan. Let's go to level 1, and here we could add in our ceiling. So what we could do is we could go to architecture and then click ceiling, and we need to change this to basic ceiling generic. Edit this type and then duplicate. This will be our ceiling number 1. Press OK. We need to change materials. So let's just choose this one. And then after that, press OK. And then OK. So now we're just gonna do the automatic ceiling, and as you can see, all the perimeter of this area will be added. So let's add it there. We could change the height offset later on, but for now let's add it to all rooms. And then let's go to 3D, and as you can see, it was added. We could play around with this now, and we could just set it up at 2900 like that. And we could just go here and set up everything else. I'm just using tab and then holding control so that I could select that. And then we could set it here 2900. So after this, let's go back to 3D, and I wanted to add more design element on this. But before that, let's add in the railing. But instead of adding it as a railing, I'm going to add it as a curtain wall. The reason for that is I want the look of the curtain walls, because I just want to add glass. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to level 1, and click wall, and instead of this I'm gonna use curtain wall. And don't worry about the height for now, because we could just manually do that later on. And here I'm just gonna click pick line, and then I'm gonna offset this probably 50, or let's do it 100. So as you can see, I add it like that and that. And then after that, as you can see, this is not going, or it's not fixed. So we could just fix this quickly by selecting that. So I was able to select it by pressing tab and then selecting this edge. And we could do it other way around as well. Okay, so now let's look at it at 3D, and now we could set up the height. Here we just need to move it downwards like that, so that we could just use align command in order for all the heights to be accordance to this. So let's set this one like that. So using align will help you a lot with this. I'm gonna change the glass on this. So I'm gonna click this, edit type, duplicate, or actually, so what we need to do is don't click this one, but instead we need to click on the face of the glass. So by using tab button, and once this appears, system panel glaze, you can now click on edit type, and then after that, as you can see, the default is glass material. So now we could just select this, and then we could duplicate this. So as you can see, we could duplicate this selected materials. So let's put this one as glass number 2. And then this glass number 2, we're going to asset browser. And then here we could just go to glass right here, and we could add in this dark gray finish. Click this one and then close. And as you can see, it changes the materials. And then after that, press apply and then OK. Now we need to change the system panel to glass number 2 on all of this. So apply and then OK. And then now we need to, instead of just clicking, you need to tab first and then edit type. This is now glass 2, which is good. This one as well, it needs to be changed. So click on tab first, and this is glass 2. And then with this, we could change this one to a different type again. So what you could do is same, before you click it, use tab first. So similar to that, edit type. We could duplicate now this. So now it will create a glaze number 2. And with that, we could change from glass 1 to glass 2. So now we have a different profile glass. So here, from glass 1 to glass 2, and we could change all of them instantly. So tab first, and then change this. So now we're set up with that. We could actually extend this and make like a patio area here where we could add plants. We have the ceiling here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to edit the height and the width. So here we could just make this one 1200 and then the height to be 2200, and then the depth we could put it at 800. Click apply, and we have our fridge like this. We could look at it at here, and now we could actually change the width. So I believe we over that, and then we could change the height as well a little bit. So we could just click it again, edit type, and then change the width to 1100, and then the height to be 2300. And let's see it. So it's good enough. Or let's change the height one more time. So let's edit this, and the height should be around 2250, like that. Let's check the width. So here we just need to move it back, and we have the height change for the fridge. Now we could just add in more information here, and we could actually create something here. I'm also going to add in more ceiling, but we already added the ceiling, but we need to add a more modern design. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to level 1, or actually we could go to level 1, and from here we could design it better. So go to architecture, model in place, and then generic model again. And first we're gonna do an extrusion on the kitchen side. So I'm just gonna do this, and let's align this. So AL, and then let's align it here as well. I just wanted to have a more nicer look, and then we could just do trim, delete this, and then trim this part. Click finish, change the material before we click finish again, and then we could go to our 3D and change the height. This will be at the top level. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna align it. So AL. So I aligned it at the top of the cabinet or cupboard. And here we're gonna go around this, and we're gonna add in more details later on. So that's what we plan to do. So here I'm just gonna click finish, or I'm just gonna align it on the top of this. So maybe I could do that. Yes. And then we're gonna add in more information there, or design field. And for the outside, we're gonna add in more in-place mass as well. So here, let's go back to level 1 and do more in-place mass, or model in place. So generic model, this will be number 16, extrusion, and this one will be all around now. So I'm just gonna change this. Let's do wood metal and around this area. And here, let's do 650. So let's do 650 all around. Let's extend this. And use this. Let's also use this line. And here as well. And then let's use this offset 650. And then let's do a lot of trimming. And we just need to close it. So click finish. Before we click finish again, let's look at it at 3D and pull it up. So pull it up all the way to the top. And pull it up again. Like that. I'm just gonna change the, I'm going to align it to the face, so it will look like that. So I'm gonna align it again like this, and then align it to the face of the ceiling. So it will be like that design. We can actually extend it all the way to the corridor. And then click finish. For this one, for the roof, I want it to be in 300, similar to the floor. So I'm just gonna change it to 300. And here we could just use align again and click this one, edit in place, click the extrusion, and then we could set it up at 300 as well. So everything will be 300 all the way. And we could just move this one down. So we could go to south elevation. Okay. After this, I just want to add in probably something at the top, but we could do it later on. And maybe we could add in a design at the top here. So model in place again, generic model. This one, click finish, move it up so that it's visible. So something like this. Extra character. And we can actually add lights at the top. So we could actually pull this one down. Just a little bit. Like that. We're gonna actually move a little bit on this side in order for us to add in the curtain. So I'm just gonna move it a little bit backwards like that. So we could add in the curtain later on. Okay, so as you can see, there's a gap that I created so that so that we could just add in a curtain there. Like that. So I'm happy with the result here. So in the next video, we're gonna add in the support and also more design. Thank you for watching and hope you liked the video. Please hit like and subscribe. Feel free to comment down below.